hard here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah!
All right. My name's Luke, and I wanted to take some time to talk about the 8 Can't Wait movement and how it has been implemented, or rather not implemented, in the Pleasanton Police Department. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a movement that specifies 8 specific policies that police departments can implement to significantly reduce police brutality and violence. And the Pleasanton Police have heard of this, because yesterday they sent out a tweet saying, quote, "We received numerous inquiries, some of which are directly associated with 8 Can't Wait, and we hear you. We ask for your patience as we develop a comprehensive resource for our Pleasanton community." And below that, they had a link to their current policy, which is 700 pages long, so I'm guessing not many people looked through it. There was also an image attached, and it had the various 8 symbols representing the 8 different policies. And it had a green check mark next to all of them, with a little explanation. But if you go to the actual website, you'll see that is bullshit. They have not checked off all boxes. They have duty to intervene, they have warning before shooting. As of right now, if you look at the different policies compared to what they said in the graphic, you can see the contradictions and the incomplete means with which they have fulfilled the policy, which I will go through now.
Yes, tell them.
Number 1, ban strangleholds and chokeholds.
That's right.
In the graphic, quote, "Chokeholds and strangleholds are not permitted in our policy." But on page 72 of that policy, quote, "The proper application of a carotid control hold may be effective in restraining a violent or combative individual." Just because you don't call it a chokehold doesn't mean you're not strangling people. Require de-escalation. Number 2, in the graphic, quote, "All our officers are trained in crisis intervention."
No, they're not.
Page 354 of the policy, quote, "Officers should consider that taking no action or passively monitoring the situation may be the most reasonable approach to de-escalation in a mental health crisis. Crisis intervention training applies specifically if an officer believes that the person involved is having a mental health crisis. That is not accountability. That is a suggestion. That box has not been checked. Don't tell us that it has. Require exhausting all alternatives before shooting." In the graphic, quote, "Only when no reasonable alternative appears to exist." However, in the use of force section on page 74, nowhere does it specify that an officer must exhaust all alternatives before shooting. It just says they should act reasonably. Well, I hope to God they'd act reasonably, but that's not a policy. Ban shooting at moving vehicles. In the policy, they admit shooting at a moving vehicle is rarely effective. And in the graphic, next to the green check mark, "Only when no reasonable alternative appears to exist should an officer discharge a firearm at a moving vehicle." That's not a ban, that is a restriction. Don't tell us that box has been checked. Change the policy. Require a use of force continuum. Now, to be clear, this would specify what use of force and weapons are tolerable and expected in which scenarios. This means that officers would be held accountable for specific actions instead of saying, "I thought it was reasonable." However, that's exactly what the current policy is. Quote, "Our policy requires we use only the amount of force reasonably necessary of the circumstances." Reasonably necessary is not specific. Reasonably necessary is not accountability. Reasonably necessary does not protect anyone. And the final one, require comprehensive reporting. In the graphic, quote, "All use of force is reported and administrative review conducted." However, that is just the use of force. As of right now, an officer can threaten to use force and require no report be made. An officer can pull a gun on someone at a traffic stop and have no accountability. By the time they pull the trigger, it's too late. We need accountability before that.
Yeah.
Pulling a gun is a big deal.
Yeah.
Act like it. Listen, we're a quarter of the way there. I'm glad about that quarter. The police didn't show up in riot gear. They didn't try to beat the shit out of us or mace us or tear gas us. Thank you. But that is the bare minimum. We do not